Hello YouTubers and welcome to the second episode of the worst case scenario. I am your host Aubrey Scott. Last Monday on our premiere episode, Alex Houle came out to be our first winner and he's our champion with $10,000 accredited to his account. And he would like to win more tonight, but there's two competitors who are going to try to stop him, one of whom is Newkirk G-Man 2 or MG2C.
Howdy doody.
Howdy doody. Oh, looks like his icon is flipping me off. And we also have Mark Liotta with us tonight.
Bring it.
And in our studio audience, we have Alex Panter, and I told him whoever wins tonight's show, he can take on the next champion, along with another player.
Hello.
Hello. And as mentioned, whoever wins tonight's game gets to come back next Monday night and have $10,000. Second place runner-up will have $2,500. Third place runner-up, $1,000. So everybody here is a winner, no matter what. We did a roll-off to determine who would go first, and our champion, Alex, rolled the highest number. So, Alex, are you ready to begin, sir?
Yes, and before I roll, I want you to take a look at my Skype picture because I think you'll be really happy with it.
Kablam!
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is I'm going to change mine.
Oh, okay.
Ready for it? Here it is.
I'm eating some... Ah! Percival McLeach, my favorite Disney villain.
Yep.
Alright. In fact, I watched that movie just this past Sunday night.
Yeah. And I just watched it yesterday, too.
Love that movie. I'll never get tired of it.
No.
Alright.
But in the meantime, let's roll.
You got it. Alex, if you answer this question correctly, you're going to move ahead 6 spaces.
Okay.
Your scenario reads, how to handle an overheated car engine. Your choices are A.
Wait. No, Aubrey, I don't mean, sorry to interrupt you, but I have no idea how to play.
That's okay, Gary. What you do is, whenever it's your turn, I give you a scenario and 3 possible answers, with 1 being correct.
Alright, like I said, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's why, if you have a question, you always ask.
Right, I don't know how to play it.
Well, you'll get the hang of it, Gary. It's very easy. The questions might not be easy, but if you answer correctly, you move ahead that number of spaces you roll. Answer incorrectly, you just stay put.
Alright.
And we lost Houle, but we'll get him back in a minute. Call drop. We'll get him back, don't worry.
And Aubrey, now that you told Gary how to play, now I know how to play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back, Houle. And Panter, as I mentioned, you're going to be in the audience for this episode, but you'll be a contestant in our 3rd episode, next Monday night.
I know, now I know how to play.
Very good.
Yeah,
Houle? Oh, go ahead, Gary.
Well, I was going to say that this whole week and next week is going to be all Mega Fortune for the whole week, except Sunday due to back and forth to Carnival.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
Houle, once again, your scenario, how to handle an overheated car engine.
Okay.
Your choices are A. Turn on the heater immediately. Pull over and pop the hood open as soon as possible. B. Stop the car. Protecting your hands with a rag or clothing, open the hood and slowly loosen the radiator cap. C. Turn the air conditioning on full blast and reduce your speed. Stop at the next service station.
Well, I don't think it's A because that doesn't sound right. So I'm leaning towards either B or C. Well, this is just going to be a complete guess. I will go with C.
Turn the air conditioning on full blast and reduce your speed. Stop at the next service station. That's how you handle an overheated car engine?
Yes.
You were leaning towards B or C.
Yep.
I can tell you that neither one is correct. It's A. You turn on the heater immediately, pull over, and pop the hood open as soon as possible. So you'll just stay put for now, but it's still very early. Don't worry about it. Gary, let's go to you.
Oh. Yes.
It's your turn, Gary. You just, whenever you're ready to roll the dice.
Alright.
Okay. You rolled a 6.
Alright.
Okay, Gary, we want to know how to use a fire extinguisher.
That's easy.
A. Follow the blast rule. Bounce the canister slightly. Lift the safety cap. Allow for backlash. Step toward the blaze, and turn the nozzle. B. Follow the gas rule. Grasp the trigger tightly. Assault from the top, and spray. C. Follow the pass rule. Pull the lock. Aim at the base of the fire. Squeeze the handle, and sweep from side to side.
I don't know. I'm gonna say B. I don't know.
Follow the gas rule. Grasp the trigger tightly. Assault from the top, and spray. The correct answer is C. You follow the pass rule. Pull the lock, aim at the base of the fire, squeeze the handle, and sweep from side to side. It's still very early. Mark, let's go to you.
Alright. Let's roll.
It's a 5.
Okay.
Okay. How to ram a barricade with a car. A. Drive over a curb to gain height, then strike the barricade at a slight angle as fast as you can. B. Backing up between 30 and 45 miles per hour, aim for the lock or any other weak point in the barricade. C. First sideswipe the barricade to create a weak spot, then drive into the weak spot at a speed of at least 55 miles per hour.
I don't know. All three of those look reasonable to me. I will say A.
You drive over a curb to gain height, then strike the barricade at a slight angle as fast as you can. They all do sound reasonable, but it's B. Backing up between 30 and 45 miles per hour, aim for the lock or any other weak point in the barricade.
Oh.
That's okay, it's still very early. Do we have Alex back? Alex Houle.
I am here.
And it's your turn. Nobody's moved on the board yet.
1, 2, 3, now.
It's a 4. We want to know how to alleviate insomnia. How to alleviate insomnia. A. Drink a glass of wine before going to bed. B. Make sure your bedroom is absolutely quiet when going to bed. C. Use lavender fragrance in the bedroom.
This is just a guess here. I will say B.
B. Make sure your bedroom is absolutely quiet when going to bed. If it were me playing, I would have said that answer too, but it's actually C. Use lavender fragrance in the bedroom. Yes, Gary?
So I need to take my turn because I really need my concentration right now for Mega Fortune. Panther, can you take my turn?
Alex Panther, do you want to do it?
Sure.
Okay. Alright. Alex Panther, you will take Gary's turn.
Alright.
Here's your roll whenever you're ready.
3, 2, 1. Roll!
You rolled a 5. Okay. How to avoid avalanches. A. Never walk on snow-covered mountainsides between noon and 5 p.m. B. Stay away from newly snow-covered convex slopes. C. Whenever entering a valley, yodel or shout loudly 3 times to start an avalanche from a safe distance.
I'm gonna say A.
Never walk on snow-covered mountainsides between noon and 5 p.m. That is incorrect. It's B. You stay away from newly snow-covered convex slopes.
This is hard.
These are not easy. They're not easy.
Well, I knew you would be C because C would have been to start an avalanche and the scenario was to avoid one.
That's correct. Mark, your turn.
Okay, my turn now? Alright. 1, 2, 3. Roll the dice.
It's a 3.
3, okay.
How to find food when lost in the jungle.
Ooh, okay. Let's see.
A. Except for insects and grubs, which may be eaten raw, eat only what you can peel or cook. B. Eat only fruits and vegetables that are brightly colored or exude a milky sap. C. Butterflies, which may be eaten raw or cooked, are protein-rich and safer than possibly poisonous plants and bacteria-carrying mammals.
Okay. Let's try A.
Except for insects and grubs, which may be eaten raw, eat only what you can peel or cook. That is the correct answer. You get to move ahead 3 spaces.
Yes!
There you go. Good job.
Finally someone got one right.
Someone got one right, yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Houle, your turn.
Okay, and let's roll.
Let's roll, he says. It's a 4. Get this right, you'll be 1 step ahead of Mark. Here's your question. How to prevent a jellyfish sting? A. Rub your skin with any citrus fruit. Citrus acids repel jellyfish. B. Wear pantyhose. Jellyfish cannot penetrate nylons. C. Continually clap your hands together. Jellyfish are averse to both the motion and the noise.
Okay, well, I don't think it's B because it doesn't sound right. I'm gonna go and say C.
Continually clap your hands together. Jellyfish are averse to both the motion and the noise. I can understand you saying it can't be B because of the pantyhose thing, because guys don't wear pantyhose. But B is actually the correct answer. So, you'll stay put. Panther, your turn.
On my get set, roll!
You rolled a 5. Okay. How to avoid bad breath.
Ooh.
A. Eat citrus fruits. B. Do not eat breakfast. C. Breathe out of your nose instead of your mouth.
I'm gonna say C.
Breathe out of your nose instead of your mouth. The correct response is A. Eat citrus fruits. Citrus fruits to avoid bad breath. Mark, you're up.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go!
You got a 5. Get this right, you'll take a big lead. How to avoid getting arrested when in a foreign country.
Oh!
This should be interesting. A. Avoid driving and do not keep prescription drugs in unmarked containers. B. Avoid small towns where tourists usually don't travel. C. Avoid going to parts of town with high crime rates.
I'm thinking either A or C.
Okay.
And let's see. Well, I know a lot of foreign countries they probably arrest you for smuggling drugs into the country, so A is my answer.
Avoid driving and do not keep prescription drugs in unmarked containers. Now, you said you thought it was A or C, right?
Yeah.
You picked the right one. It's A. That is correct.
Alright.
So you move ahead 5 spaces. Okay, Houle, your turn.
1, 2, 3, roll.
Roll, he says, and I'm getting a PM from somebody. It's from the Gamerman16, but I will talk to him again later. Alex, meantime, Houle said roll, so I'm going to roll. Well, it's a 1, but it'll get you on the board if you get it right. How to recognize meningococcal meningitis.
My internet there.
It's okay, Gary.
And I've never heard of that disease.
I haven't either, but let's see if Alex Houle can get it. Or he could get the question right, that is. A. Symptoms include a runny nose, blurred vision, nausea, and a red rash on the neck. B. Symptoms include stiffness of the joints, dizziness, and severe back pain. C. Symptoms include a fever and a stiff neck.
I'm gonna say B.
Symptoms include stiffness of the joints, dizziness, and severe back pain. And it's wrong. It's C. Symptoms include a fever and a stiff neck. Panther.
Alright. On your mark, get set, roll!
And you rolled a 3. Let's see if we can get you on the board.
That's what I was playing.
Oh, you're... Oh, okay. You're still able to play while playing Second Fortune?
Well, my turn ain't off. I mean, my internet died for a second.
Oh, okay, then Gary, yes, we'll give you this one, and Panther, whenever Gary asks you if you want to take his turn again, then we'll get back to you, but for now, we'll let you be an audience member again.
Alright.
Gary, back to you. How to survive if you fall through the ice? A. Facing the direction you fell from, use your elbows to lift yourself onto the edge of the ice, reach out as far as possible, and pull yourself up. B. Lift your feet out first, then place your back and arms on the side of the hole. Push upwards, and flip onto your side and out of the hole. C. Kick a new hole in the ice to create a sturdier place to escape. Then place your palms flat on the edge and lift yourself out.
I'll say answer C.
And it's incorrect. It's A. Facing the direction you fell from, use your elbows to lift yourself onto the edge of the ice, reach out as far as possible, and pull yourself up. Okay, Mark, you have a big lead right now. It's your turn.
Alright, let's go. Roll those dice.
It's a 4.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be a good one. How to eliminate bats from your home.
Whoa.
A. Attach a one-way netted flap to the bat's point of entry in late August after the bat pups have been weaned and can leave the roost. B. Capture the bats by placing a piece of bacon in a self-closing cage. C. Leave the lights on every night until the bats leave on their own accord.
Well, okay. If I remember correctly, bats are usually afraid of light, so I will say C.
Leave the lights on every night until the bats leave on their own accord. It makes sense, but the correct answer is A. Attach a one-way netted flap to the bat's point of entry in late August after the bat pups have been weaned and can leave the roost.
Oh.
Okay, so you'll just stay put. Nothing is going to happen. Houle.
Okay, and roll.
Well, you rolled a 1, but this will get you on the board. How to test a plant for edibility. A. Hold the plant to the lips for 5 minutes. B. Break off the plant's leaves, stems, roots, and buds, then test each element separately. C. Rub the plant on the skin and wait 10 minutes to check for a rash.
Okay, I think it's C.
Rub the plant on the skin and wait 10 minutes to check for a rash. And it's wrong. It's B. Break off the plant's leaves, stems, roots, and buds, then test each element separately. Gary,
Yes.
it is your turn, sir.
I got some jello pudding with me.
What flavor?
Chocolate.
I had Oreo Jello pudding earlier.
Okay. That's cool. Okay, what's my question?
You have to roll the dice first.
Okay. Well,
It's a 2. And your question is, how to catch a snake for food. A. Hit the snake with a rock to stun it, then pin its head to the ground by trapping it with a forked branch. B. Jump onto the snake's head to ensure it is dead and avoid getting poisoned. C. Strangle the snake with a slip-knotted loop to avoid releasing the snake's poison into its own bloodstream.
I'm gonna say B.
It's A. You hit the snake with a rock to stun it, then pin its head to the ground by trapping it with a forked branch. And Mark, it'll be your turn to roll the dice when we come back from our first break. Stay tuned, everybody.